Hello friends, in today's video we are going to solve some tactics. So all of you know that tactics training is quite an important factor for your chess improvement. So daily you should solve at least like 50 to 100 tactics from easy ones to difficult ones. So that's what we are going to do today. We will start with some easy ones. So I am on chesstempo.com right now and we are solving some tactics here. So let us begin. So black's last move was knight takes e4 and now it's a checkmate in two moves. So a typical pattern, the only way to get through the king is to open up this h file and then play the move rook h3 and then it's a checkmate after rook takes h4. So a theme here is sacrifice, attraction and clearance. So basically we opened up the h file, we sacrificed our queen and we attracted the king on the h file. So that was the concept here. This is a good platform because it also tells you what motif is there in the puzzle. So now we are waiting for white's move. So white has just played the move king to d8 and now we have to find a checkmate. I guess queen to b1 will do the job because it's a mate in one. I think queen to b8, I mean, I don't see how white can escape, so quite a simple one. So the theme is just exposed king. There was not a lot of tactic involved in that thing. So now we are waiting for black move. Okay, we can already start predicting what it could be. Now there is a very typical pattern of playing the move knight takes d5 here, and after queen takes d2. Let's see if I can make arrows on this. No, I guess it's not possible. The pattern here is knight takes d5, a typical trick in Sicilian dragons. So I will be attacking his queen, and if he takes on d2, I have knight takes f6, which is intermediate check. So probably that is the answer here. The thing is, I can't capture this bishop because knight takes c3, queen takes c3, and queen takes c3, and the pawn on b2 is pinned. So I guess it has to be knight d5. But I'm worried about some rook b2 moves here. So I'm trying to think if there is something better than this. So knight d5, rook b2, king b2 is forced, and let's say he plays rook b8 check. It looks risky for me, I think. But I guess I have knight b6 there probably. Rook b6, bishop b6, queen b6, and then it will be possible to defend, I think. Let us see. Let's look for alternatives. I don't think there are any alternatives than this move, because knight e4 does not really achieve anything. So knight d5, rook b2, king b2, rook b8 check, and king c1, then queen a1 is already checkmate, I think. It's rather tricky. So let's see, knight d5, rook b2, king b2, rook b8 check, knight b6, rook b6, bishop b6, queen b6. So king c1. I feel like knight d5 has to be the move because I don't see any other move. Because knight c3 is just a threat, so I think I have to play like this. Yeah, he does ask me to show the solution here. Is there any alternative here? King c1, queen a1 is just mate, so I have to take it. And actually, the theme here was discovered attack, but it's interesting to see that after rook to b8 check, probably I just go I don't know what to do here actually. Maybe knight b6 is a move here because I don't see any other move other than knight b6. So we would have got this position, and I think this position I evaluated as winning for me because he has to take since his queen is under attack. He doesn't have any intermediate check here, and after something like this, I thought that this position is fine for white since I am attacking his one of the bishops and I am like a rook up in this position more or less. So this was the answer. A bit complicated, there was something to calculate, but still it was easy. So let us go to the next one. So in this position, black's last move was queen to a5, and now let us try to see how we can take the advantage of this. So first thing that comes in mind is exchanging queens. I am also thinking about d5. It's also a possibility to play the move d5, but there is a queen d2, and then I don't see anything there. Another option could be to exchange and bishop takes c7. Actually, it's quite simple. So it will be just a double attack on knight and rook, and I will win a piece here. Bishop takes a5. Yeah, so quite an easy one. Let us go to next one. So I'm waiting for white's move here. So queen takes f4. Now first instinct is to play rook takes e2, because after queen takes c7 there will be rook takes e1 intermediate check, and that will win me a piece, and otherwise the white queen is hanging. So the theme here will be Zwischenzug or intermediate move, and counting is there because I'm piece up in the end, capturing the defender. So e2 was defender, so that is the thing. And desperado because my rook was kind of trapped in the initial position, so it was better to give it up, and we won a material in that transaction. So let us go to next one. I'm waiting for black move. This rook looks trapped, so tactic must involve something that traps the rook. So knight f1 and king g2, I guess, just traps the rook, because the rook can't go anywhere. He has to sacrifice material to save the rook, I think. Yeah, and this position is easily winning with an extra piece. Okay, now we are waiting for black to move. So black has just played the move rook e to c8, and now our goal will be to find a move that wins here for white. So let us look at the position. Knight e6 is obvious fork. Rook c2 will be probably played after knight e6. Let's see if there is any other better move. No, I don't see any better move actually. Knight e6, rook c2. I think I have to take on f8, or I can take on c2 first and then take on f8. Knight e6 is the move. Now thing is, take on f8, rook takes d2 is a little dangerous for me, because rook g2 and then the second rook might come in, so it's better to sacrifice the queen first. There is no intermediate check kind of thing that will save my queen, so I think I have to sacrifice. And now the thing is, with one check it's not going to be enough, since I can just go king f1 and I'm pretty safe here, so it does not bring anything. So let us go to next puzzle now. So I'm waiting for white's move here. Let's see what he does. Okay, now we have to find a winning move for black here. So back rank weaknesses are there, so it can be a motive. So rook take d8 is a possibility, because after rook take d8, rook b1 would be checkmate, and I think that's the answer, because there is no any check or anything, so this is just the answer. So you can see weak back rank, because the white has a weak back rank here, since this bishop is guarding the h2 square. A mate threat was there. Distraction, because we are distracting the rook from the back rank. Overloading, this rook is overloaded here. He can't defend both the back rank and his bishop. And yeah, that were the themes in the position. So let us go to next one. It is, we are waiting for white move now, so it will be black to play. So I think quite an easy fork. Knight to d2 and knight b3, just piece up. Okay, now if it takes this pawn, then that will be a draw, so I think I just go back and defend this pawn, and that's it. So now I'm waiting for black's move. There can be some loose pieces here, I can potentially see, like rook c6 is, I guess, a possibility. Yeah, here the answer is rook c6, rook takes c6. So I will sacrifice my rook, but the point will be, if rook takes c6, then rook f8 would be checkmate, and if queen takes c6, then still rook f8. Kind of a distraction, a very typical theme. I will distract this rook, and then I will just capture the free rook. So rook takes c6, and now after queen takes c6, rook f8. Very important, guys, notice this, that he can't go to h7 square because my queen is controlling it, and I just remove the defender of the queen by using this back rank threat. So rook f8, and then I win a queen here. And because there is a extra bishop here in the position, the queen and bishop will win easily against just the two rooks. So if there were only two rooks against a queen, it could have been a fight, but with extra bishop, it's easily winning for white. So now we are waiting for black's move. There are potential mating nets I can see. So the best way to go about is to look at checks, and I guess e4 check is the move that will bring us the victory in this position. I'm trying to find out a way to make an arrow, but I don't think there is any way. So e4, I guess we'll just win. It's a mate in one. Okay, so let us go to next one. White, waiting for white's move. Okay, now it is black to move. Uh, okay. So if we look at the position, the material is equal. Can we win here somehow immediately? Like the d4 pawn is not running away. I can always take it. Rook takes b4 would win a pawn, I think. But no, rook takes b4, just rook takes b4. And then after rook takes a5, it's nothing. So sacrificing an exchange is one way. That's not that clear. Maybe I'm missing something simple here. What could it be? Okay, the knight is kind of trapped here, but I don't see a way how to get to it. Okay, I guess it's a tricky one. I have to spend some time analyzing this one. So knight takes d4 is a clean pawn. Now his last move was rook take h3. So if I don't do anything, he will probably take my h6 pawn as well. So I have to find something clever here, which currently I'm not able to see. So knight f4. Yeah. Knight f4. It's easy. Knight f4 attacks the rook, and after rook moves, there is a fork. Okay, he has given me a rook, so I will take it. Yeah, somehow I was too focused on this knight. Maybe I thought that the knight will hang somehow, but there was a fork in the position. That was easy. So bishop d6 was the last move. The first move, of course, that comes to mind is queen d6, winning a piece, since after e6 there will be bishop takes b2, and I guess that's the answer. And just bishop takes b2, and yeah. So we used the motif of pin here. So this pawn was kind of pinned to the queen, and then sacrifice and clearance. So we cleared up the diagonal for this bishop. Okay, now we are waiting for white's move. Now it will be a black to play. So the first thing that comes into mind is obviously rook takes e4, but I'm trying to see if there is a better move. D take e4 is not possible because there is a pin here and I will lose my queen. So probably I have to play a move like rook takes e4 here, and that's it, I think. Yeah, and I just take back, and it's a easily winning position. So let us go to next one. Sorry for the voice disturbance, by the way. There is some cleaning going on. So king g8 was the last move. Now rook h8 and rook h8, king f7, and what could it be? Check again, then he goes g8. So we are queen down in this position, so we have to do something. Rook e8 and rook h8 is simple mate actually, since it is forced to take the rook, and then rook h8 is just checkmate. So let us go to the next one. So some g5 would mate here. That will be the motif, I guess. So here just play rook d3. Now let us say rook e4 is actually nice mate in one. Since the pawn on f3 is pinned, rook e4 is just a checkmate. Nice. So let us go to next one now. Okay, bishop to e6 was played. Now the first thing that comes in my mind is to play this fork, but it does not exactly fork anything. So knight e7 is the first choice. Some move like b4 can be also possibility in such cases where the queen, because I want to play knight c7, and if b4 successfully drives the queen away, actually b4 traps the queen, he can't go anywhere, so b4 is the solution here. Since after knight c6 I have this fork and then just capturing the queen, so b4 was actually trapping the queen in that position, so that was an easy one. Now It's queen h3, king g1, queen h3, king g1, and there is nothing. Let's see. Queen h4 is probably then a move. King g1, then knight h3. I think that looks like it. You just win the queen. Let us go to next one. Rook g3 feels like an intuitive choice somehow. Yeah, rook takes g3 should win, I think, because knight g3, queen h2, f2 is mate. Yeah, rook take g3 looks winning. Maybe there is a better move, but this looks winning. Yeah. Okay, we are waiting for black's move. Okay, some discovery should win. Knight e7 is the most intuitive choice for me to control the g8 as well. So where does he go after knight e7? Probably he goes like bishop g6. Okay, double checks are the most powerful, so I should also look at double checks. So yeah, knight f8 is probably the answer because king g8, queen h7, and then queen g7 is mate. So this is a nice checkmate. Double check. Whenever you have a discovered check in the position, if there is a double check, that is always the strongest option in most cases. Okay, this is easy, I think. Queen h2, king h2, rook h6, and rook h1 mate. Some Tal game probably. I have seen one of Tal games like this. So again, an easy one. So sacrifice, opera mate, attraction, clearance, and these are some of the motifs of this puzzle. Okay, so we are waiting for black move. His knight is hanging, so he has just defended it. We can't play rook d8 because the knight is there. So interesting one actually. What should I do here? Rook takes f7, king takes f7 does not bring anything special for me. Wait, I'm missing some simple thing here, definitely. Uh, what could it be? Probably it's some slow positional solution because I don't see any instant tactic here in the position. I can't pin the rook. I can't. Rook. Okay, g6 also hangs the rook. So my rook is hanging, so I have to do something about my hanging rook. I don't know what am I supposed to do here with my rook. So rook. I mean, retreating the rook is not an option here. What am I missing here? This noise is also kind of disturbing, so because you probably are hearing it as well. So let me try to focus on this one. So now we go into details of position. So we are pawn down here, and yes, the knight is trapped, that is true, but I don't think that is the solution. Just taking the rook can't be the solution. There are no checks in the position. So rook takes f7, king takes f7, and if I no, but that can't be the answer. So I guess I will stop the stream after this one because this sudden voice disturbance is a little too much disturbing. So yeah, I'm trying to solve this one though. What is this? Rook. Is there some glitch or something? Yeah, I don't see a move here actually for white. Rook f7, king f7. Rook d8 is not possible. Rook b7 is not possible. If I move the rook, it's not really a solution or anything. Oh, is it bishop e7? Oh, it's a quiet move, yeah? Probably that is the answer. Because if he moves the knight, then there is rook d8. Wow. That was a tricky one. Bishop e7, yeah? Nice, nice. That was a tricky motif actually. I could not solve it very fast, but yeah. That was very tricky. Bishop e7. sometimes a quiet move is difficult to see. Yeah, somehow the voice has stopped now, so let us see. If voice continues, then I will stop, otherwise we'll continue for a little longer. So rook b1, quite simple, I guess. Rook c1 should work here or not. Rook c1 takes, I take, then he just takes, so that's not answer. Rook c5 and rook, okay, rook c5 is not, rook a4, yeah. Rook a4 and then rook a1 is probably unstoppable. That's the answer, I think. I don't see any defense for white. Yeah, rook a1 and I will win the rook. Yeah, so that was it. Let us go to next one. So queen h8 is a threat, so he will probably take this, then I have to find a way there. Rook g6 wins the queen, so I'll just do that. Okay, let us try to, let me solve some very quickly and then we will stop a little bit. There is a stream, I guess, at 7 where simultaneous will be played, so you can join that. Okay, so this is queen h2 is a mate threat here. I think queen a8 should be the move, king f7 and then do something. Okay, if I take the rook, queen h2 is there with some, I have king e3, queen h6, so I have to look at checks basically. So what happens if I check it number of times? This one has a potential where I can go wrong, because there is an option of playing queen a8 and there is an option of taking rook. So let's calculate rook, capturing the rook. King f2, queen h2, king e3, and queen h6 is a check, and king e2, and probably it will be a draw somehow, because f4 is too risky. I think he can just take and then do whatever, I guess. So capturing the rook looks a little risky for me. So queen 8, king f7, queen b7 check, let's say king g6 if he tries to go to, it's simply check and queen f2. Yeah, that's easy. Okay, that was simple. I guess we will solve 3 more and then we will stop. 3 is the magic figure. Okay, queen g2 can be a great threat if there are queen moves. So I just play rook c2. Rook e2 doesn't really work. Rook d1 is actually a funny move that I guess wins, winning the queen, and then I just take the queen, I think. Yeah. Okay, so his queen is under attack, but my queen is also under attack. Okay, this move he had just made. Queen takes b3. Okay, there are very funny ideas here. Like the back rank is a weakness, so queen b3 and rook a7 is a move. Rook a7 immediately is a move, creating a massive confusion. I don't know what is happening there. Probably I'm winning there, because rook a7. If he plays rook a7, then I think I play queen b6. Queen b3. If rook a7, he takes my queen. I play check. Rook b8, rook f8, and that's. But he has queen g8 there. But I take the rook, and then I think it should win. I think rook takes a7 is the winning move here, quite simply. But he has queen e3 check, and then queen takes a7. But then queen takes a7. Yeah, queen e3, queen a7. He has if I play rook a7. Rook a7, queen e3, king h2, queen a7. Yeah, that is just good for black. So that is not the move. Rook b6 is not a move. Queen g7 is not a move. Rook f8 actually quite simply wins the queen. So rook f8 might be it. And then just take the queen. So forget about checkmating and just focus on capturing the queen. Yeah, that's it. So let us solve the last one, and I guess I will stop. So rook is okay. Rook takes e8. I guess just wins here. Should win. Knight e8 is forced, and then rook takes f6. Then rook takes e1. He has. I wonder if queen takes f6 is a winning move. Also looks quite spectacular because rook f6, rook e8 is mate, queen e8, rook e8, rook f8 is mate. So I guess queen takes f6 simply wins. Yeah, and now I just take and then take. So that was it, and I guess I will stop for now. So there will be a simul probably at 7, so you can join that. So thank you for tuning in.